Hello friends, my name is Hadassah Treu. I'm an award-winning Christian blogger, author and poet. Today I want to talk about how God's presence is our good. And here is the verse I want to read for you. But as for me, God's presence is my good. I have made the Lord God my refuge, so I can tell about all you do. Psalm 73:28 CSB. When life gets difficult, it's very easy to slip into a negative cycle of thinking, viewing ourselves as victims and our lives as a series of bad events. When a tragedy darkens our world and sets a shadow on our future and our present, it is very tempting to become blind of the good around us. So in moments like that, when my life is void of any good and I keep struggling to go on through the day, the last words of this psalm, Psalm 73, bring fresh hope and help me shift my perspective. And these are the words once again. But as for me, God's presence is my good. God's presence is my good. On one side, there is the devastating loss, the uncertain future, the hard days full of overwhelming pain and grief, and on the other side, it's God's presence. God's presence, and this is my good because nothing and nobody can take it away from me. God's presence with me and in me is everything that matters. It means that I'm loved all the time and for eternity. So I can rest, I can stop worrying, I can stop striving. I lack nothing because God is my shepherd. God's presence means comfort and security. In fact, the Bible calls the ones who mourn blessed because they are recipients of God's comfort. And God's comfort is something extraordinary, wonderful. How does God comfort us? He comforts us through all His words in His word that stands forever, and with all His promises for a glorious future that is incomparable to our present troubles. His comforting presence brings fresh revelation and also brings healing to every wound, doesn't matter how deep. God's presence also brings peace and joy. Yes, it is possible simultaneously to feel joy and sorrow, doubt and confidence, and anxiety and peace. This is the paradox of living life in the flesh. Peace and joy in the Lord are not just some fleeting emotions, but they are deep-rooted confidence in the goodness and love of God, in His plans and purposes for our lives. The Bible calls everyone who places his or her trust in the Lord blessed. To be blessed means is something greater, actually, more than being happy. It is more than being lucky. It is more than having everything we want in life. Being blessed means that we are loved and cherished by God forever and that we have His favor. Being blessed means that our souls are connected to the source of living water and we can thrive in any circumstance. So even when we have the feeling that our flesh and our souls are failing, we can confidently say with the psalmist, God is the strength of my heart, my portion forever. Psalm 73:26. It is our choice and daily decision to make God our refuge and put our trust in Him. So actually we live by faith when we turn to God first and look for Him to be our provider, when we share our concerns and worries with Him because He cares for us. When we start to live believing that God's presence is our good and when we make Him our refuge, then something wonderful happens. Then our eyes become open to spot His acts of goodness and love scattered through the day. Our stories of hardship and pain become His stories of grace, redemption, and provision. He makes our lives living testimonies of His restoration, and He fills our hearts and minds with praise and gratitude, so we can tell all that He does. So let's resolve to look for the good today. It doesn't matter how much pain and adversity life throws to us, it doesn't need to define us. Good is right here with us because God will never leave us nor forsake us. And I want to pray now this prayer together with you. Lord, I'm tired and discouraged of all adversity and problems coming my way. Today I declare that your presence is my good. I choose to put my trust in you and make you my refuge. Show your goodness to me so I can tell about all you do. In Jesus' name, amen. I hope this video has encouraged you, and I would be very happy if you like, comment and share in the comments what you think about it. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time.